In the Okavango Delta, where water meets wilderness, the floodplain awakens as daylight fades into shadow. Night here is not silence. It is a stage for hunters who thrive in darkness, where every sound becomes language and every movement a threat. Two clans rule the twilight hours. The wild dog, disciplined and relentless. And the hyena, cunning and opportunistic. Strategy opposes strength. Order confronts chaos. In the theater of moonlit floods, survival belongs to those who master the dark. Welcome to Animal Attacks, Wild Okavango, Wild Dogs versus Hyenas. Across Africa's inland delta, darkness does not end the day, it begins another. The reeds whisper, the channels breathe, and the floodplain turns from open plain to shifting maze. Here, power is never permanent. It must be earned with every heartbeat. The Okavango Delta is Africa's liquid wilderness. "18,000 square kilometers of floodplain where water dictates everything. Channels branch like arteries through papyrus reeds. Islands rise from shallows. Predators and prey converge at the mercy of seasonal floods that can arrive without warning or vanish for months. Here, survival operates on a calendar written in water. When the floods come, they bring life. Fish, antelope, thousands of hooves seeking higher ground. And with prey comes predation. The delta transforms into a hunting ground, where visibility is limited, escape routes are treacherous, and night erases the line between hunter and hunted. The dry season is brutal, but the wet season is chaotic. Mud traps the unwary. Channels become barriers. And in this labyrinth of water and grass, two nocturnal predators have learned to thrive, not despite the darkness, but because of it. This is the Okavango, where survival answers only one law: master the night or become its victim. Long before hyenas claimed the night through numbers, another predator was already perfecting the art of coordinated hunting. The African wild dog, painted wolf, Cape hunting dog. Is one of the most misunderstood and most effective predators on the continent. Wild dogs operate as a single organism. Their social structure is not built on dominance, but cooperation. An alpha pair leads, but every member has value. The sick are fed first. The injured are never abandoned. Pups are raised collectively, protected by the entire pack as if each adult were a parent. Communication flows constantly. High-pitched twitters function as contact calls in tall grass. Before a hunt, they perform a ritual. Circling, touching, sneezing. Each sneeze acts like a vote. And when enough votes are cast, usually 3 or more from high-ranking members, the hunt begins. This is not instinct. This is democracy written in behavior. Their hunting success rate is extraordinary, 80% compared to lions' 25%. They achieve this through relentless teamwork, strategic relay running, and an ability to adapt tactics mid-chase based on terrain and prey behavior. In the Okavango's flooded grasslands, where water complicates pursuit and visibility is minimal, wild dogs have learned to use the landscape itself as a weapon. In this world, unity is the sharpest fang. Tonight, a pack of 11 wild dogs has locked onto a young impala separated from its herd during a chaotic river crossing. The chase begins at dusk, when shadows stretch long and prey vision weakens. Wild dogs don't ambush. They run their prey into exhaustion. The lead runner, often the alpha female, sets a pace just fast enough to prevent escape, but sustainable enough to last. Behind her, the pack fans out in formation. cutting off angles, anticipating turns before the impala makes them. The impala leaps through shallow water. Mistake. The splash announces its location. Two dogs veer left, positioning for the intercept. The impala pivots right, directly into the jaws of a third dog who predicted the move. Within seconds, the entire pack converges. What seems brutal is pure efficiency. Wild dogs kill quickly, usually within 2 minutes. By targeting vital organs, there is no prolonged suffering, no playing with prey. The pack feeds together, subordinates eating alongside the alpha pair. Even absent members will receive regurgitated meat when the hunters return. This is warfare in motion. A symphony of coordination, where every movement serves the collective. And the collective ensures every member survives. Hyena. The name itself carries prejudice. Scavenger, thief, coward. But science tells a different story. Spotted hyenas are not primarily scavengers. They kill 75% of what they eat, making them more successful hunters than lions. What makes hyenas formidable is not individual strength, but collective aggression amplified by raw numbers. A clan can number over 80 individuals, all ruled by a matriarchal hierarchy where females are larger, more aggressive, and socially dominant over every male. Rank is inherited, enforced through intimidation and violence. Their jaws are among the strongest in the animal kingdom. Capable of crushing bone, which allows them to consume every part of a carcass that other predators leave behind. Nothing is wasted. Hooves, skull, spine. All disappear into hyena digestive systems designed to extract nutrients from material other carnivores cannot process. But their true weapon is persistence. Hyenas are endurance specialists. They can trot for hours without rest. Covering 30 kilometers in a single night. Their senses are acute. hearing that detects distress calls from kilometers away, and a sense of smell that identifies weakness in prey. Long before visible signs appear. In the Okavango, where floodwaters concentrate prey into predictable corridors, hyenas have learned to patrol these routes like sentries. Waiting for opportunity to present itself in the form of exhaustion, injury, or isolation. In this arena, patience becomes pressure. Wild dogs and hyenas share the same hunting grounds. The same prey base and the same nocturnal schedule. Conflict is not occasional, it is inevitable. A wild dog pack has just killed a young waterbuck at the edge of a flooded channel. They feed quickly, aware that time is their enemy. Within minutes, the whooping calls of hyenas echo across the floodplain. Six sets of eyes reflect moonlight from the tree line. Then 12, then 20. The wild dogs face a calculation. Fight for the kill and risk injury, or abandon it and preserve the pack. The alpha female makes the decision instantly: retreat. Wild dogs are built for speed and strategy, not for sustained combat against superior numbers. A single broken leg means death by starvation. The hyenas surge forward, a chaotic mass of jaws and aggression. Within 30 seconds, the waterbuck carcass is engulfed. Growls and snarls erupt as clan members jostle for position. High-ranking females dominate the choice cuts. Males and juveniles feed on scraps at the periphery. The wild dogs watch from 100 meters away, silent. They've lost this meal, but they are uninjured. They will hunt again within hours. This is not defeat. It is tactical withdrawal. Hyenas may win through numbers, but wild dogs win through persistence and precision. In Okavango, dominance is temporary. Intelligence endures. Not all confrontations end in retreat. Wild dogs have learned when to stand their ground and how to turn numbers against those who rely on them. A clan of hyenas discovers a wild dog den site where 6 pups are hidden in an abandoned aardvark burrow. Four adult wild dogs remain as guards while the rest of the pack hunts. The hyenas approach cautiously. Aware that wild dogs defending offspring are unpredictable. The wild dogs do not charge. Instead, they fan out in a semicircle, twittering constantly. Not to each other, but to create the acoustic illusion of greater numbers. The sound bounces off water and vegetation, amplified and distorted. To the hyenas, it suggests a larger pack closing in from multiple directions. Then, the guards begin darting forward in short, aggressive bursts. Never committing to full attack. But creating constant pressure. The hyenas hesitate. Confusion ripples through their formation. One hyena advances. 2 wild dogs faint toward it simultaneously. It retreats. After 10 minutes of this psychological warfare, the hyenas withdraw. They've expended energy for no gain and cannot pinpoint the location of the pups. The wild dogs have won without drawing blood. A victory of tactical deception over brute force. Hyenas enforce rank through dominance. Wild dogs rely on unity and strategic thinking. In the floodplain's intricate terrain, the latter proves more adaptable. The Okavango Delta is not static. Water levels shift. Prey migrations change routes. What worked last season may fail this season. Wild dogs survive because they evolve their tactics in real time. A pack encounters a new challenge, a herd of lechwe. Semi-aquatic antelope that can outrun dogs in shallow water. Traditional pursuit tactics fail repeatedly. But wild dogs observe, they learn. Within 3 attempts, they modify their strategy. Instead of chasing lechwe into water, they drive them away from it, toward the dry floodplain where wild dog stamina dominates. Two dogs position themselves between the herd and the channel, cutting off the aquatic escape route. The hunt succeeds within minutes. This is not trial and error. This is problem solving. Wild dogs possess cognitive flexibility rare among carnivores. The ability to assess, adapt, and implement new strategies based on environmental feedback. Every terrain becomes a tactic. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity. As dawn breaks over the floodplain, the pack rests together in a tight cluster. Coats drying in the early light. Around them, hyena tracks crisscross the mud. Evidence of the night's competition. But the wild dogs remain uninjured and successful. In the Okavango's liquid wilderness, survival belongs not to the strongest or the most numerous, but to those who think, adapt, and endure together. The night raiders will rise again when darkness falls, ready to master the floodplain once more. The Okavango night pulses with ancient rivalries, where intelligence confronts numbers, where strategy defies brute force, where cooperation becomes the ultimate predator. Wild dogs and hyenas will clash again when darkness returns. But only one has learned that survival is not about domination. It is about evolution in motion, adaptability written into every hunt. This fragile balance depends on wilderness remaining wild. Where predators can still teach us what it means to endure together. What did you feel watching the night raiders navigate the floodplain? Can intelligence and unity outlast the chaos of a changing world? Share in the comments which predator moved you most in this nocturnal battle. Hit the like button, subscribe to Animal Attacks to witness more stories from Earth's wildest frontiers, and turn on notifications so you never miss the hunt. Together, we keep Okavango's heartbeat alive.